Hey, welcome back to the channel. All right, it's time for War 9 of the season. SSX, we've on a bit of a losing streak. We've been facing like the top 5 alliances, war alliances in the game, and they've been close, but we've had our own issues. So we really do need to get a win here to kind of help solidify our and secure masters. And I've just been having an absolute blast showing you MCoC Chavez. So let's go ahead and start this fight. You've seen this fight quite a few times if you've been watching my war videos. We're going to place a white Magneto pre-fight. That way when Hulkling goes debuff immune, there's really just nothing we need to worry about, right? Because it's a passive stun. Chavez's stun is a passive stun. She doesn't place debuffs. So there's really not too much to worry about. Now, I am continuing to get questions on this because I know not everyone watches every video. So I'm going to go ahead and show this at its length and talk it through for folks. So MCoC Chavez is benefiting from the attacker tactic, the global attacker tactic in Alliance War in Tier 1 right now, meaning when she throws a special, she's going to get a Fate Seal. She also has a chance on her basics to get a neutralize. Now, a lot of this is helpful with Hulkling or against Hulkling in general. America, because of some changes to the way she works, I think actually can handle Hulkling. I've taken care of him pretty well in some battlegrounds, but this is how it is here. So one of the things that's happening is Mystic Dispersion is kicking in a lot when we Fate Seal a lot of these buffs, and it's getting pushed to Special 3. So a lot of these Hulkling fights kind of become a little bit of an SB3 fest, but as you're going to see, she's doing plenty of damage, so really don't need to worry about it. I'm playing this extra safe, and sometimes when I play a little too safe, I actually make mistakes, and you're going to see that. I'm going to get hit by Hulkling, and he hits really hard. You don't want to get hit by Hulkling too often, but like I said, the Special 3 is doing plenty of damage. Remember, she's getting a nice damage ramp from all of her dimensions being up, and then the Special 3 also triggers one at each dimension. Then of course, once I've knocked him down, I'm getting the nice fury from the node too. But like right here, so if this was not with the global attacker tactic, we did not have the Fate Seals going on, I would be paying a lot more attention trying to throw my Special 2 when he isn't going to be going indestructible. It is possible, you can do it. I showed that in my Battlegrounds video of MCoC Chavez versus Hulkling. But I think after this Special 3, or maybe it's right here. Yeah, I knew I made a mistake, and I started taking a few hits, and I was like, uh-oh, I cannot lose. This is probably my, because I've had this fight so many times, probably the easiest fight I'm going to take on this map. I didn't know yet how easy this next one was going to be. So, felt good to finish him off with the SB3. I like that SB3 animation. But that's Chavez versus Hulkling, right? You're going to cycle your SB1s. Because of the attacker tactic, you pay more attention to the Fate Seal, making that off than you are doing what you would normally do in your standard MCoC Chavez rotation. So there we go. We'll move on to this next fight now. This is against Mantis. Mantis has that like tranquilize, right? And this can really be problematic because your parries are just not going to always stick. You're not going to know, and it's different than like a shrug as like Kingpin or Mole Man or something like that. This is like they just don't land. But so I did quite a few duels for it, and then I realized I was assigned to use the white Magneto pre-fight. Really cool, because you're going to see me place that in quite a few places, but also I'm going to get it back from winning the fight with him. And then also she can't shrug those. I still, though it was Mantis, she's very new. I did my duels to get familiar with her animations, but I was still concerned about them. So I even used the Power Start 1, and like I said, we're going up against Matrix. We really wanted to make sure we came away with the win here as we head into the 4th and final week of the season. The Special 2 from Magneto does way more damage. Mantis doesn't have a huge health pool anyways, but way more damage than I had assumed it would. Gonna knock her down to make sure I can get that nice big fury from the node, and then this Special 2 will actually close it out here, I think, with the bleed. Maybe not. I thought it did. I just remember being very surprised happily with how the fight went and thinking like, probably overboosted, but I'd rather overboost than underboost. And now I've got that next guidance to use again, and it's going to come in very handy, as you can see. I do think I place it at the node at the end of these 3 sections as 4, 5, and 6 come together. But here we go. So now this is, I'm sure I'm going to put this somewhere in the video, title, thumbnail, whatever. I'm going to do my best DLL impression. I don't know if I have used my rank 4 Mr. Fantastic in War. I took him to rank 4 quite a while ago, because I understand and I know how effective it is. I mean, DLL is one of my best friends in this whole darn game. I obviously know how good Mr. Fantastic is. And we're going to trigger all of his pre-fights, petrification, debuff suffoner, and the suppression field. So we're going to be helping ourselves out here a lot. Now, Nerd, I asked Nerd if I needed to remove Dex for this. Nerd is my battleground planner. And he said, no, not if you don't really want to. You'll be fine. And so I felt really good about it going against this. Now, for those of you who've seen my war videos over the last 6, 7, 8 months, this is a Miguel fight, right? You've seen me take this with Spider-Man 99 so many times, but Mr. Fantastic can do this too, and he can also apply all these pre-fights for various nodes, which you'll see me doing here. So boosting up really big, and I think I'm gonna do Power Start 1, and I'm gonna do this really mainly for the next 2 fights, because I'm gonna take them all in succession. I'm gonna do my best to. The game's gonna slow me down a little bit, so I don't think I get the 3rd one in, but that's fine. So my whole thought process here was try not to trigger Mojo's aura, but then I do it right away because it was block a hit. And if I do, just don't dex. And if I do dex and get the buff from that, don't hit Mojo. So I don't have any buffs ending until the aura is over. And with all of that, just keep in mind on my pre-fights there. And you can see we're already doing tremendous damage. I'm feeling really good about this fight already. I'm going to continue to land the heavies. I will try to throw more special 2s if and when I get the chance. Because I'm so used to fighting Mojo from using Spider-Man 99, I was very comfortable with that heavy punish, even though Mr. Fantastic does have a pretty short reach, but Mojo just comes in so far on that SP1 that you're fine. Gonna go in here, and does this end it? I don't recall if it does end it, but I'm gonna get up 3 of each debuff there in plenty of time, and we're gonna get a nice little parry. And that was just really nice. It was cool. It's cool to use Mr. Fantastic. He's one of those rank 4s that I took up during 4. I just haven't got a video out on. I will probably at some point do this mass rank 4 sort of video. But he's one of them. I haven't Sig 200. I really do enjoy him. He's great. You see how nicely he can take those and other fights and also apply all these debuffs here. Like I believe I'm going to apply the petrification here. Yeah, reduce the effectiveness of the defender's regen and power gains here. And that's for a couple of reasons. Now, this Gorr fight with America Chavez is very different because of the attacker tactic, right? Gorr can put the debuffs on you when he's getting his buffs. So inevitable power, efficiency, and whatever. So if he's got his buffs, bad things are going to happen. But America Chavez is going to be able to reverse this all and or just get rid of those buffs. That's why I use the special, the advanced power boost there. So we're going to do that. I probably should have thrown the special one right away, but I wanted to get up the Dark Dimension to reverse any power gains. Then I throw my special. All of Gorr's buffs are gone. He's now got 1 back up. So if he hits into my block, he could put a debuff on me. There we go. So you now see 3 of them. So I'm landing my heavy. I should throw my special 3. Like this is one of the reasons why it's really good to watch these fights back. I'm obviously a little too concerned with possibly pushing him to his special 2. That evade is much more difficult. The special 1, you can kind of just stay away from it. This worked out fine. It's just if he had gone really passive, I think I could have got myself in a little bit of trouble there potentially. I don't know. So throw the special 3, good damage. And remember, when we're throwing the specials, we're getting those nice big fate seals. So it's pushed us all the way back to our special 3. I'm throwing the heavy just to continue to make sure I have the, what is it? The Dark Dimension, the purple one, basically. That's what we're just reversing any power gain he may be getting from the node if somehow his buffs sneak through. But I just wanted to play this very, very patiently. As we've talked about, the special 3 is doing plenty of damage. I'm not worried about damage in this fight. If she didn't have the attacker tactic, she'd be hitting significantly harder and this fight would be over by now. Because Gorr would have all his buffs up and she would just demolish it. We'd probably take a little bit of damage because he'd have all his buffs and probably on some parries, some debuffs would get through. But that's fine. All right, so now we're going on to this fight here against Venom. And I think I remember that, yeah. So I checked my buffs, and the advanced power boost buff had already fallen off. Or pre-fight, I'm sorry, or boost. So I'm going to have to use another one. That's fine. Now, I'll end up showing it to you at some point. But we, I believe, had no deaths at this point. This war was very, very close. I'm going to use the Petrify pre-fight again for Mr. Fantastic. So this is another reason why he came in to do that fight against Mojo as over Spider-Man 99. Mr. Fantastic can take that fight. You saw how nice he made it, how easily he did that, how efficiently he did. And I've now used the Petrify twice. I'm going to use it a 3rd time later. And all of his other buffs. These pre-fight champions that can take all these fights, really, really helpful. So I think this was Rich Get Richer. I remember that. So there's like a power gain with Venom. Obviously, you know, Venom can gain a lot of buffs. So it's going to be the same thing, right? I should throw my special 1 pretty early, nullify or fate seal all those buffs. It's going to push me up probably to my special 3. Here we go. Yep. All right. That's funny. It didn't fate seal a lot of them. There we go. Now a lot of them are off. So that's fine. It's pushed us up pretty high. I've got this fight under control. For me, there's no reason to try to do anything fancy or silly. I want to bait his SB1s if I can. I actually do know how to evade his special 2, but boy, I'd prefer not to have to. So going to go ahead and try to bait his special 1 and, you know, the SP3 here. Luckily, fortunately, I love playing America Chavez. She's one of my favorite champions in the whole game, favorite characters in the Marvel Universe, and I really do like her special 3. So this doesn't bother me at all. And then the last fight with her is really the big one, the really, really cool one. So here we go. This is just how it works. There's really not too much more to say about this. Aside from, yeah, there's really not much. I don't want to make something up just to talk it through. I made a little mistake there. I think you could tell, I remember that actually in the fight, I was thinking, do I want to punish? What I want to do? And then, you know, with that sort of hesitation, because everyone's running max limber, you can get punished there. And I was like, okay, you know, I need to wake up here. There's no time for hesitation. Keeping the Petrify on is nice, but really the dark dimension, or the negative zone there, the purple one, is handling any sort of power gain that would be coming up for us. So the Petrify was really just to help get the fight started. And if something went horribly, horribly wrong, we got pushed to, what was it, 2 special 3s, and that fight still only took 1 minute and 20 seconds. She's hitting very, very hard, and that's without the buffs being up on the defenders. I love the tactic. I don't want to get it to go away because I think it is allowing her to take a few fights she otherwise couldn't, but boy, oh boy, wait till you see her outside of this when she's just hitting like a truck with all these buffs up. So now here we go. This is by far the hardest fight. Now it looks like I forgot to record that I did check the score. I checked the score. It was 0-0 at this point. Very, very tight. Matrix hadn't taken very many fights. My BG1 moves insanely fast. Our nerd and Bean and everyone gets the plans out so quickly, and we just get straight to it. So we've got the guidance boost on. We've got this combat deja vu prowess, which could become a problem with puncture. Prowess puncture, right? But because of the fate still, we don't need to worry about it too much. I'm not concerned about it. And then we've got conflictor, but we're gonna use the white Magneto pre-fight. Remember, as I said earlier, America Chavez's stun is a passive. So I don't need to be concerned about any of those things. I don't even need to be concerned about Arcus's tenacity, right? Because we have the white Magneto pre-fight. And again, Chavez isn't placed any of these. We can use the white, I decided to go ahead and use invulnerability. Interesting. Now, I talked about this in some earlier ones. I actually kind of prefer it, even in these fights where you immediately want to get the buffs off. And you're going to see why, how well this can play out. This fight's going to go very, very fast. He had close to 300,000 health, and I think this fight takes about 1 minute. So here we go. And this is why I kind of actually like it. You can go in and you can get the negative dimension up or negative zone up. And so we're already handling his power gain by about 60%. Now we've got it 120%. So look at the power, his ability power rate. I mean, we're good to go. I was able to bait a special 1, and now we're set. We are set. We've got 3 of them up there. I mean, you can see what's happening when I'm not hitting him. You can see his power bar. If he's got a power gain up, you can see it's going down. And then we're obviously fate sealing them when we throw specials. And I'm going to go in and throw my special 2. I should do it off the second hit of the heavy. 1, 2. And we're going to get a nice little heal. We'll go from 91% up to 99. That's pretty nice. That's pretty good, right? And we're just going to rinse and repeat here. And fortunately, this Arcus did play into us a little bit. But I do think that happens with America Chavez's playstyle. She's landing so many heavies. I think the AI is interpreting, we're in danger. Bad things are happening to us. We are getting hit very hard in the face repeatedly. And I think that makes them want to throw specials. It's like what happens when you parry a lot. They go more timid. But there you go. I mean, that was for me was, you know, the last war video I showed you against that rank 5 Apocalypse. I felt like that was all of the tricks of America Chavez. It was everything. It's going to go in the Essentials video. That one for me was probably the best I've ever played her with the attacker tactic. I really like the indestructible, just in case something goes horribly, horribly wrong. You miss an evade, they get to the special, I don't know, something to that effect if you feel like you need it, over the advanced power boost. Because I feel like the advanced power boost can so frequently end up making you feel like you're going to get pushed to that special 3. Now I've got a very, very cool boss solo, well, spoiler, boss solo for you. Let's go ahead and jump to it. Okay. As I've been saying this whole time, my battle group hadn't died. We actually, I think, had a donut the war before too. We've been playing exceptionally well. It's been a lot of fun. But the whole alliance had not died up to this point. And again, we're going up against Matrix. We know this is going to be a tight war. And so being here, he's a leader and a planner in my battle group, had a chance to put it on Ice Force to secure that donut. Now I've talked about Carl, Absorbing Man, going to give us a Nihilus. For me, given all the potential variety of nodes and situations, I think Absorbing Man is by far the best counter to Nihilus. And you're going to see this. Bean is playing this so well. He even, oh my gosh, he even got the intercept with the light, follows it in with his special 1 to refine his forms. But look at this. Every time Nihilus would be putting on an armor break or anything like that, it's actually giving Bean, Carl, Absorbing Man, the morph charge. He's up to 560. He's going to refine his form again with the special 1. And then, if I remember correctly, because he closes this fast, he's going to medium, light, medium. So let's see if you medium, light, medium here. He's going to do it soon. He's looking to get a nice little intercept there. There it is, medium, light, medium, into the special 1. Fireworks are flying now. He's got all those vulnerabilities up, those passive vulnerabilities, he's got 4 of them. And then look how hard he's hitting, going in with another special 1. Hitting like a truck. Really well played there to bait that special 2, because Nihilus does get the global defender tactic, meaning he's got those flourish buffs. Really nice job by being there to go ahead and hit the block, get rid of all of them, and continue to throw his special 1s. And he's going to end this really soon. He's even getting a nice passive heal. We've all fought that when we fought Carl. And he finishes off. 1 minute and 15 seconds, 1 minute and 10 seconds. And he took it out. My BG got a donut again. Way to go, Bean and Nerd, and literally everyone in the battle group. It's a phenomenal, phenomenal battle group. And the whole alliance only died 1 time. 1 time. That is really, really impressive. And the 1 death we had, I saw the video, the AI on the long shot, the defender, was, I don't know many players who wouldn't have died though. Let's put it that way. It was outrageous. So well done to SSX. Way to clinch it out. Nice job to Matrix 2. I mean, 5 deaths. That's going to win you a lot of wars in Tier 1 Masters. So congratulations, or well done to them. But congratulations to Savage Squad. Way to snap a streak. I mean, we've been playing so many of the top tier alliances, but that's what you got to do if you want to make Masters. At least that's the way it should work anyways. And congratulations, well played, and thank you to our MVPs and T. Jarvis, Bean, whose solo you just saw, and the Jolly also in BG1. All right, let's go ahead and check out my season stats. The stats, we snapped our streak there. We're 5-4. We got ourselves in a nice spot as we head into the 4th week of the season. I don't know. I'm never good with this sort of thing. Ideally we win all 3. Let's not leave it up to anything else. But I would think with 1 or 2 wins, we should be A-okay. On the season, I've now got 38 kills, so we're at a really nice pace. Very happy with that. The 1 death, as I've talked about many times, my iPhone, my iWatch, or my Apple Watch conspired to kill me. We're now up to 11 total champions used. I love that. I'm getting to use the breadth of my roster. While America Chavez is creeping up there, 42% of my fights. I told you all before the season started, she was going to be really, really good. I've put out the videos. I'll eventually put out the Essentials video on her. I just want to make sure I get it right. I love playing her so much. And it's just so fun for me to have her at 42% of my fights, while also being a real asset for my battle group. Carl 15.8, Doom, Torch, you see all the rest of them there as we get in. And even Reed is up there with Warlock, a poor little Hercules, and Nebula. Jelly's the Nebula player. Hopefully you've seen that rank 5 Nebula action that we've got for you. And I'm now on a current streak of 32 deaths. Not saying that now I'm okay with dying. I'm not. I'm hopefully going to finish the season with no more, just that 1 death on there. But I hit 32. I'm feeling pretty good. 32 in Tier 1 Masters War. I feel like I'm doing something all right. And we've got the 1 defender kill there from Hulkling. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this journey for me. I am having an absolute blast in War this season, playing my favorite character and just having a really good time. I hope you're enjoying it. I know a lot of you are from the comments, and I appreciate all those supportive comments and you letting me know. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. I hope you either learned something, were entertained, or even better, a little bit of both. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.